난 생각했죠. 간절하게 붙잡던 그 어느 것 하나 머물러 있어주질 않아. 이 세상 어느 것도 피할 수 없는 마지막이라는 말이 지나온 시간들을 떠올리게 하는 밤이면 어둠 속에 빛을 봐요. 우리에게 아름다움이 뭘까요? 몸을 녹이고 태우며 빛을 비추는 조각 아닐까요? 사라져가지만 아름다워요. 내리면 마르리 내 눈물도 상처로 남겨진 내 기억 속에 그 무엇을 애써 떠올리며 의미를 찾아 헤매 서글퍼지는 밤이면 어둠 속에 빛을 봐요. 우리에게 아름다움이 뭘까요? 몸을 녹이고 태우며 빛을 비추는 조각 아닐까요? 사라져가지만 아름다워요. 멀어져가는 저 노을처럼 우리에겐 이젠 빛이 있어요. 부족한 내 영혼 이제 그 빛 따라가요. 사라져가는 그대 미소에 빛이 앉아요. 그대 맘속에 환히 비춰 혼자가 아니게 이어지는 그 빛.
All right, hello everyone. It's your girl, Trixie. I'm back again. Let me go ahead and turn down the volume a little bit. I think that I was peeking into the red, so just wanted to make sure that I wasn't blowing out your ears. And here we are. Went ahead and turned off the pre-roll ads for a little bit. Hello, Jen. How are you today? Sorry about the weird thing with the desktop sound going off. Hello, how is everyone today? Hopefully you guys are doing well. Um, aw. All right. Well, glad that you were able to get your hair appointment taken care of. Obviously, my hair is just a matter of which wig do I want to wear. Natty! Hello, hello! It has been forever and a day, has it not? And as you can see, I'm using some stock imagery. Aw, thank you! Let me go ahead and do a full reveal. So, obviously, I am not in an actual restaurant because, well, that would just be a little bit silly to do, and I don't think that people would really approve of me putting up a pole in the middle of the restaurant. However, here I am. Went ahead and got a cute little outfit. Clearly, yes, I'm an official Hooters girl now. So, as you can tell, I'm here in the restaurant serving up wings, beer, and with it being 9 p.m. Eastern Time, the they're the new style shorts, so they're a little bit cheekier than the standard ones. But yes, Jen, you absolutely do. So, Natty, it has been a while, so I'm going to go ahead and give you a quick spin just for the sake of doing one. So, let me think of one, and I think I actually. Was it? I think I saw your maid outfit if you were the one that posted. There's so much stuff on my feed nowadays that I don't remember who's done what. But here is a quick spin for you. It's going to be the lifted plank passe. I do have the pole on spin mode. Yes, such a cute outfit. And there we go. As you can tell, the spin pole helps me keep the poses for quite a bit longer. Oh, you are. Conventions are always a lot of fun, and it's always great to be able to dress up for them, so glad that you were able to do that. Also, going to, let's see here, since I do have this, only if I can dress up, so yes. And I'm not sure if you're familiar with the actual character that I'm currently cosplaying as a waitress, but Marin Kitagawa is from the anime My Dress Up Darling, and it is a very, very, very cute show, and I would strongly recommend it. It's great for cosplayers, and I would actually recommend reading the manga because it does go into all sorts of cosplay tips, ranging from cosplayers to people that want to have a little bit more boost, um, and other wonderful things and tips and tricks like angles being important for taking photos, for different facial types, and other such things there. So, is the maid outfit the only one that you're going to be wearing, Natty? Oh, well, if the show didn't have such, like, mixed reviews, I would definitely say, oh, absolutely, go ahead with that, but... Oh boy. Marvel fans... Ankles? 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 I'm not sure what you mean with that. Oh, angles! Angles! Like, doing different angles that are more complementary to the cosplayer? Yes. So for someone that wants to have a softer, more feminine look, being straight on is not always the best. Sometimes you want to be from the top down so it looks a little bit more soft and complimentary. And also for someone like me with a strong jawline, I want to either cover that with my hair, cover it with my hands, or use the makeup trick of basically just softening the ever-loving crap out of it with highlight and contour. And I have no idea why every so often my desktop decides that it wants to disconnect and reconnect to different things, but it does. All right. And for Jen, just going to give a quick spin. This is going to be a reverse lifted hood ornament. And as I don't have the actual leg grip needed because I am wearing tights right now, I wasn't able to do the full hood ornament with the release. However, just wanted to give that to you just for the sake of showing off a different move. So today I'm going to be going over some of the more level 2-ish moves, including those two, breaking them down, showing them off, as well as some more advanced ones once I put it back on static, just because I don't want to try to do an Aisha while on spin, because I would probably end up dying. Anyhow, glad that you guys could make it. Thank you so much for coming to see the stream. Let's go back to the gaming view. So, let's see here. Actually, turn this down just a little bit. So, one of the problems is that previously people have said that I'm too low, but then looking at the actual levels of my stream and listening back to it, it does sound like I'm fine, maybe? I do have a sound suppressor filter on just to keep the background hum and noise of the various appliances that I have turned down. And here I am fiddling around. With my energy drink supply. But yes, if anyone is curious, I do have a cosplay that I am, or a COWsplay that I have also available that would be something to try to aim for if we go for the bits. Also, I think I've broadcast to everyone that I'm live. Let me just verify and re-verify and recheck. And because I'm in a restaurant wearing a little bit more clothing than normal, I am currently, let's see here. Ooh, MoeFlavor power-ups. So because I've got so darn many of their things. Let's see here. Get up to $20 off, designed to reward. Click to redeem points. Let's see here. Sign up. Click the gift button. I'll look at that a little bit later. But yeah, going to be just chatting with the poll as an option. And of course, because of how scuff I am, I didn't fill up my Trixie cup as per usual, so there she is. I'm thinking about getting a custom hydro flask at some point once I get a little bit more money, maybe with tax returns and paying off some debt and all of that stuff. And I was thinking about a cute little thing to say. Someone had recommended, I think it was actually Archmagus Faust, who had recommended that I label it as Trixie's Pole Juice, and obviously that would be something that has multiple meanings, mainly because I do have to rehydrate a lot when doing pole. And again, that noise is not me taking a bio break. That is me filling up the Trixie cup with the Camelback, just because I cut the energy drinks that I use with water, just so I'm somewhat hydrating and somewhat better than being a completely dehydrated houseplant, as the roommate has sometimes said. Also, I do have my ice machine off to the side, so you may hear me banging around with that every so often to refill. And let's see here. There we go. Posted to social and me putz around with my hair a little bit because I can feel it catching on the microphone. Oh, very nice. Very cool, Jen. Let's take a look. Oh, cute. Very, very cute. Looking good. All right, and promoted there, promoted there. But yeah, that is some stuff there. Currently, I am on a little bit of a break from work, so I'm enjoying some time off from there. So, going to get in a couple of hours at the studio. Alright, there we go. And once some of the folks from work end up getting off from work or getting back home, finish eating, we may see an influx of people there, because I did post that I was going live in a work-related Discord, so maybe we'll see some folks trickle in from there. Go there. Oh, Gogus is live. We may end up invading one of my gamer friends. Let me think of something cool and fun to do on the poll. So I've got a bunch of the cards that we have at the studio that I took some screenshots of, or well, some pictures of. I just need to scroll through the myriad things that I've... Okay, so 4... So that's 3 plus. Huh. It has been a hot minute since I've looked at level 2 stuff, so let me see if I can find those pictures. And to be real cheeky, what I'm going to do is take a screenshot of the actual picture that I have once I find it, and then I'll be able to... Oh, Maddie, I'm not sure if you saw at some point, but when I was doing a cosplay earlier as Black Widow, I actually had a what if Hulk sneezed on me moment with some green FX slime, and I think that's actually a kind of funny little thing from another example of my crazy cosplay ideas, but just thought that I'd mention that while scrolling through and looking for the actual pictures of the cards. Why, oh why? I've got various cosplay shoots. Some is Yuri from Doki Doki. Some is Princess Leia, the Hut Slayer outfit that I've got. And Hut Slayer is the PC phrase for the chainmail two-piece outfit that she... not chainmail, metal two-piece outfit that she was forced to wear when... there we go. A giant space slug decided to kidnap her. Go. There we go. Okay. Alright, now I've got some updated pictures so I can quickly go back and reference these while going through the actual list. Hello, thank you, Faust. I don't actually have a alert command set up. Let me actually rectify that since I am here sitting at my computer. Thank you so much for coming in, Faust, and let me go ahead and, before you disappear for your lurk, give you a quick spin on the poll, just for the sake of giving you something fun to remember me by. So let's see here. Let me do a carousel. So the carousel spin is a split grip spin, and I should be able to hold it longer because, again, the poll is on spin mode. And also wanted to show off the outfit for Faust because the little Toneberry does have my Twitter and did comment on the actual photo when I posted the preview for it. So here we go. Let me actually put it on static because that felt a little bit dangerous. And I've got my handy dandy tool set to put you back on static and also put you on spin when we need to spin. There we go. All right. Here we go. Carousel spin. And I did not tighten both sides, clearly. That was only a little dangerous with the pole spinning out of my control. Only a little bit. And let me get my pull rag. Where's my pull rag? My pull rag has gone AWOL. Oh, there it is. There we go. My hands do not want to do not want to work. Ooh, fighting game. April and what? Oh, you're asking which con? Okay, neat. I am absolute rubbish at fighting games, so you girls absolutely are going to be a lot better than I am with regards to that. And if my hands don't work, I'm probably not going to be much better of a puller than you girls are. Is Streamlabs. Let's go ahead and pop in a new command that is good for everyone. Caps protection, link protection, word protection, paragraph protection, oh! Let's see here, art box for, shortcuts. Galleries. Very nice. That would actually be really, really fun to see you get all dolled up and looking cute at the... There we go. Commands. Do lurk. Add command. Lurk. Let's see here. Permission everyone. I will look that up. Tell him. Ooh. I would absolutely need to slim down quite a bit, as well as actually get a booba reduction to be a decent looking Talum. Let's see. Cloudbot commands username. This is going to be lurk. So, why does everything have to be a video nowadays? I just want to read something. Let's see here. TikTok, Twitter, support, sub. Okay. There we go. All right. There we go. All right. Let's see if that. There we go. Just wanted to add a little bit of a fun little lurk command for my streamer viewers and streamer brethren to be able to look to use. Let's see here. Oh, that's right. And just because I do like sharing the love and sharing the wealth, so Jen, if you feel like it and you want to get more into the Twitch lifestyle, Nutty over here is a fellow streamer. I'm not even sure how we actually met. Oh, you were playing The Devil in Me. Very cool. That is a... So, I'm really curious about the Dark Picture anthology. I'm like kind of interested in getting into it, but kind of not. Mainly because there's some stuff that is, well, not supernatural, so I'm a little bit torn, really. Mainly because the thing that I actually enjoy is supernatural horror, more so than weird people doing weird things. Just a personal preference. It's not really because of like any specific reason or anything like that. But I definitely am more of a fan of the actual like ghosties and demons and stuff like that, more so than some of the things that I've seen in terms of, like, say, the Man of Medan. I actually watched a playthrough of that. Or the ending of Little Hope. Now, with House of Ashes, even though it took the American Horror Story route of one of the seasons in terms of what craziness actually happened and went down on that, I actually kind of enjoyed that because it was more creature feature than psychological in nature for the actual horror of the game. But I mean, like, Until Dawn seems pretty cool, but I don't have a PS4, so unless they've actually released it on PC, because I'm a bit of a scrub, I don't have PS4 or PS5, sorry. Took me a minute to gather my thoughts. So, I've been cosplaying so many blonde characters lately that, I swear, I've probably ended up as a bit of a ditzy blonde myself, mainly because I'm like, oh, how do I physically embody the character? Let me get in her head, let me watch some of the animes and stuff that they're involved in, and then brain go poof. Oops. There we go. Couple of little spins for you folks. So there's the attitude, then there's the Jasmine pose on the floor. Wilted flower to stag. Ah. Oh, and my cousin decided to text me. Ah! Out of the blue. Like, I mean, this is one of the cousins that I'm probably going to be seeing over the weekend, hence the vacation from work. Oh my goodness. Oh no. Vivi, one of my moderators, is drawing some lewds of a character from Genshin. And a friend of mine is going to be taking part in a contest, so she's promoting all of her stuff, and I'm like, oh hey, did you forget about some of the stuff that I've commissioned from you? Just to keep her from forgetting about me. I mean, so as a occasional content creator, of all sorts of crazy and wild stuff, I do try to, well, I've yet to actually have anyone commission me for like a custom or to do a YouTube video or anything like that based on anyone's specific requests, but anytime that I have had people, like ladies at the studio, ask me to do a little bit of editing for some music, because I did have to do some editing for some folks there. Um, I tried to do that within a timely fashion, but this girl, and I mean, she's really sweet. She's just a wonderful person altogether, but she gets sick a lot. I'm not sure if it's like chronic or um, anything like that. She doesn't really have any knowledge in terms of that. With her doctors don't really know, but like she's constantly getting like upper respiratory infections and stuff like that, and colds that just seem to last for weeks on end. But this poor girl, I commissioned some work for her to do for me, like based on some cosplay ideas and stuff, before COVID. So this is officially going to be about year 3 since I actually commissioned the work from her. She's working on getting it done. She's got to actually have an external camera person help with the actual photo shoots and stuff. But still, it's like, it's been 3 years. But, yeah, no one's actually asked me to do anything like that. So hopefully with me getting back into streaming, I can get things a little bit more concrete in terms of being able to create more, as well as do a little bit more in terms of like fun photo shoots. And also in May, I know that Jen heard, but I don't, and I think if Faust is still lurking, they also heard, but gonna be moving in May. Our lease is up in this current apartment, and working on looking into a place with some folks. It's gonna be a much bigger space, so definitely looking forward to that. But yeah, that is my craziness and what I've been up to. We've got a follower. Let's see here. And let's see here. Got that, we've done that. And I think that we've gotten a couple of pre-roll ads taken care of and done there. And just seeing if my cousin, again, randomly just texted me out of the blue, needs anything, or if he was just seeing if I was going to be going to the party this weekend. Oh, Natty, Natty, Faust, Jen, chat, guys. So, it is going to be my cousin Jeff's 40th birthday celebration this upcoming weekend. Now, for those of you who may not know, my cousin Jeff is a voice actor for video games. You might think, oh, okay, well, Trixie's cousin is maybe doing like, small time voices and stuff. Natty, guess who my cousin Jeff is? He's Jeff fucking Shine. Yes, the voice of the modern Chris Redfield and also the voice of the modern Carlos Oliveira. Um, so I don't know if you know that. I don't really go around saying, guys, my cousin is in this game. Oh my god, he was in Callisto Protocol. But yes, I think that since it is his birthday coming up, that it would be relevant for me to actually say that rather than like, oh, look at me, I'm chasing clout. I'm shaking my buns and chasing clout. Like some people do on this platform and other platforms. Any doodle. I thought that would be a fun little thing, especially since, Natty, do we know each other through Ecdysis, or do we know each other through some of the other streamers? I really don't even recall where we met. I'm absolutely drawing a blank, and I feel really bad about it. But I did see that you were playing Plague Tale, and that you were doing Dark Pictures a little while ago. So just wanted to check on that. But yes, my cousin, who has been in, and he was also in the Walking Dead game as, I want to say Javier. So he's got quite the listing of roles that he's done. He always wanted to be more of a screen actor, and he does have a few parts that he's done on TV. I don't quite recall what his full filmography is, but I do know the video games mainly because anytime that I'm watching trailers for games and I hear his voice, I'm like, I gotta text Jeff. And I do, and I'm like, dude, I heard you. And he's like, what? How do you know this? And I'm like, well, I try to pay attention to different gaming IPs. He was also the voice of, speaking of weird choices for Marvel and Disney, but he was actually the voice of Captain America in the Avengers game that recently came out a year or two ago. Again, kind of a, like, not really a huge claim to fame with that, mainly because of the poor reception of it, but I do know that some of the more memorable roles in some of the more reputable games definitely are ones that would catch people's ears when they're watching this, and but yeah, it's his birthday, so we're going to be going down to visit him and his wife and his child. So going to definitely take a visit there and see them for a little bit. Oh, yeah. So I am thinking of something. Ah, yes. One of my friends, Lily, is working in game development, and she, fellow streamer and just an amazing, amazing human being. She's been doing a lot of Blender content lately, so showing off how she's learning how to do all of the Blender things. But she had a silly idea for a pole-based video game, for like a fighting game where you do different pole moves, like, oh, martini spin, and just end up kicking someone, doing all sorts of things like that. I never really got off the ground for anything there, but just something funny in terms of like people in game development and people in games and gaming. So oddly enough, that is like my first addiction. Before pole, it was video games, and then I just kind of moved on to pole. So with Lily, I was thinking of hello, Spitsies. can I take your order, Spitsies? So, you know me, cheeseball that I am, decided to beat up a waitress for her uniform. So here I am in the full kit and caboodle. This is my wonderful, wonderful moderator, Spitsies. Oh, really? Well then, let me go ahead and give you a quick spin to let you know what you're in for. So this is going to be the Apprentice spin. It's going to be based on the Apprentice move, but because of the fact that it's a spin, it's going to not involve as much grip because, as you can probably tell with the tights, I'm not going to be sticking to the pole as well. But here we go. And also with the poor hand grip, that was a pretty poor performance. I do apologize. Need to get back into streaming as well as getting back to the studio. Has been a hot minute since I've actually been there. Been mostly polling at home, and because of the stream space, it's a little bit cramped. But guys, this is my wonderful, wonderful moderator, moderator Spitsies, Miss Spitfire. She is the wonderful, wonderful, wonderful companion to another wonderful streamer, Mr. Noglek, the dragon and reluctant consumer of pickles. And Spitsies is a fellow streamer from time to time. I'm not sure what she's been up to lately, but I do know that a while ago she was traveling when I was streaming, so I decided to do a little bit of a pushed back stream in regards to when I was actually on. So let's actually take a look at Spitsies, see when you were. Let's see here. Ah, okie dokie. Looks like it was a little while ago since you last streamed, but I definitely like shouting out people that I know are creators on the platform, so thank you for coming. Thank you for coming to hang out on the stream. Also, if you do end up lurking, there's a fun little message for you guys. If you happen to lurk, also, I do have a bunch of open slots for emotes, so I've been considering a lot of different things to do. Also, with there being an animated option for the emotes, I'm like really torn in terms of like what I want to do for that. If I want to have like an actual heel throw, or me slamming down a heel, or something like that. So just wanted to kind of think about things there. So yeah, there we go there we go there. Pre-roll is turned off for 30 minutes. Just want to make sure that everything is all lined up, everything is looking good. My level seems to be okay for right now. Maybe an adjustment here, just so I'm more audible. But yeah, yes, Spitsies does have the full mod access, so just be very careful because she can and will throw the ban heel at you. So be nice in chat, guys. Let me look at the... Oh, there we go. So, fun thing, oh, okay. So I guess the ads are pre-running? Or auto-running? I'm not sure. So if anyone missed anything, I do apologize for that. Hopefully you guys are not running into any problems there. So many messages, so many... So one of the games that I recently got into, and I did a little bit of it on stream, was the Final Fantasy VII Remake. Once they released it on PC, I got a little bit impatient, so I ended up buying it on the Epic Store. I don't even play Fortnite, so I had to actually build an Epic account for playing that. I think I got some other free games there, but I did also get a few games for the good old PlayStation 3 off of the old PSN. One of them is Demento. Unnatural! Hello, hello! Yes, it is good to be back. And let me go ahead and do a quick spin. Let me do the Wilted Flower into Stag Spin. It is a level 2 spin. So this one looks a little bit weird. Grip seems good. Okay. There we go. And the Wilted Flower is an interesting spin because you do sort of fall into it. And with that, you can basically go... Let's see here. So just the plain old Wilted Flower you take down to the floor, usually. Where both of your... Well, so the inside leg is then hooked around the pole, similar to a figure 4. Thank you, thank you. But with that variation, you take the Wilted Flower into a stag, so the last possible moment you release and hook into your stag spin. So that's going to be a level 2-ish move. So yes, I recently got into the Final Fantasy VII Remake, mainly because I wanted to play the Crisis Core Remake, because I hate myself and wanted to cry. Also, because I did do a poll piece based on, well, I need to actually redo it and refine it, where basically it's a very, very, very pretty cover of Helena by My Chemical Romance. And it was basically the story that I was trying to tell was Aerith and her actually kind of mourning Zack. So, kind of spoilers for anyone that is playing some of the games, but guys, Final Fantasy VII came out 25 years ago. But from the actual routine that I did, I actually got a prop version of the Buster Sword. So, be careful. Careful, chat. Careful. Careful. But, speaking of that, or related to cosplay props, I, for the past 2 years now, have had a 3D printer and have no idea what to actually do with it. It's currently sitting on my desk as, well, additional storage for other things. So I need to definitely dust it off, realign the actual adjustments on it, just to make sure that it's all balanced and in alignment for actually making things. But I don't know. I can start making various things. But yeah. How have you been, Unnatural? It has been a while since I've been on Twitch. It was over a year when I was banned. Now, granted, looking back at the footage where they were like, oh, this was where you were disrobing in a suggestive manner, I was like, I just took my shirt off for a cosplay and I had a pole outfit on underneath, but because of it actually having articles of clothing being removed, I can kind of understand that. Oh boy, Lily is dadding the boy right now. So that obviously means that Lily is playing God of War, the most recent one where Kratos is just shouting boy a lot. So let's see here. Additional spins to do. Those are actual pictures. Where are my screenshots? There are my screenshots. Okay. Boy! Spin up from the floor. Ah. Simple level 1 spin. It's going to be the half bracket prance, which can be taken into a couple of different moves. One of the more popular ones to take it into is a leap spin. So the half bracket prance looks like this. It's from an inside plant where you swoop your leg around and then prance out with that inside leg and then land on the inside again. Hold on. Oh! Very cool. Gotta love it when you're the... Gotta love it when you're surrounded by cisgendered people and you're like, oh my gosh, am I incognito, or is it cool to be out, or wait, what do I do? How am I supposed to react to this? Like, people at work, I don't actually wear female attire while at work. I mean, I work from home, so I do, but back when we were in the office, it was, pre-trans phase, so it was like, I'm just gonna go into work in like dude mode. So I did that, but now at work, anytime that there's like a face-to-face meeting, I do a full on cosplay. Last time I was it was at the beginning of December, so it was Marin in the full schoolgirl outfit. This next one, I'm not quite. I'm thinking because the anime just dropped for wonderful game by Platinum Games and director Yoko Taro. Probably going to be cosplaying as 2B. I do have like 2B's wig just kind of staring at me right now. That was actually going to be one of my first competition pieces that I was going to be doing. Oh. Very nice. That is actually really super cool, Unnatural. So, I usually go for crazy eyeshadow looks mainly because it's like, hello, I want to stand out. But in terms of, in regard to corporate Hooter expectations, the eyeshadow and lipstick that I'm currently wearing is completely unacceptable. Also, the fact that my hair has pink ombre in it is also unacceptable. So, it's a good thing I'm not an actual Hooters girl. I just beat up one of the waitresses so I could get her outfit. Not really. It's a wonderful thing, Mercari and eBay, so you can get these uniforms and show off. So, funny thing about work uniforms and such, one of the first times that I actually did dress publicly was when I was working for a grocery chain. The thing that I did was, because it was Halloween and I was a manager at the time, the stipulations did not state whether or not a person had to be cisgender or transgender, just that if management opts to wear a skirt, that they wear a black knee-length skirt. So I was dressed up on Halloween in a knee-length skirt as well as pleaser boots. They were the knee highs, and I was pulling a full pallet worth of water off of a grocery truck. So if anyone's familiar with that, in terms of the sheer amount of size that would be, as well as the weight, I pulled that entire pallet off the truck and managed to stop it in the warehouse area, wearing 6-inch heels. So that was also my first time doing a significant heel run, and anytime that I'm like walking around in heels at the studio and people are like, how'd you get so good at that? I'm like, well, if you pull 1,000 pounds worth of freight off of a truck wearing 6 inches and you run, then yeah. Uh-oh. Whoops. Ah, because of the potentially disparaging... There we go. But yes, Unnatural. I wore heels and pulled freight in heels just to prove how much of a fearless badass I was at work that one time. Speaking of heels, let me find ones that... So, also, with the dress code, gotcha. No worries. So, one of the things that I would definitely say is you're never going to learn until you start actually doing it. I would definitely say continue using eyeshadow and eyeliner. Um, Eyeliner is one of those horrible but wonderful inventions where you can end up putting it on and it looks really good, or if you put it on and you're like unsure of yourself, or if you're like very eye touching averse, you can end up like really messing it up. I still struggle from time to time, so I definitely understand that. But just continue trying out different looks. I do try to change up my eyeshadow look from time to time with, instead of doing just the standard darker on the outside, darker above, and then, blend the ever-living crap out of it. I do try some other looks, like the ones that are a little bit more suited for the monolid. But so far, no one said, "Oh, your eyes look terrible." I mean, people have said all sorts of other disparaging things, but that's neither here nor there. Heels. Heels, heels, heels. Heels? Heels? Heels. So, it's not really standard regulation because they're not slip resistant. Also, the color is clearly not pure white. Well, oddly enough, it is 2023 or 2022, 2023, so a lot of people, especially in this area, are a lot more accepting of it. It's the people that you'd really have to look out are going to be the ones that are the strangers on the internet. They're going to be the most disparaging when it comes to commentary, and here I am throwing myself all out there for them to judge and say all of those wonderful, horrible phrases. But yes, these are pleasers. They are obviously tailored or styled after Chuck Taylor's, Converse, and Cousins texting again. Let's see here. Yeah, unfortunately, it. So so in the area that Jen and I are kind of in is, um, well, Jen's actually a bit further east than I am, but within the area that I'm at, and obviously, please don't dox me, and I won't dox you. But within the area that we're in, a little bit more metropolitan, and a little bit more understanding with the type of people that we are. So that's always wonderful to see, but there are going to be the other disparaging people within the American South that are going to be a lot worse about things. Mainly, I would blame. Yes, let's salt the entire South. So, back when I was a wee lass, I would say that I wanted to burn down everything south of the Mason-Dixon, but obviously that wouldn't fix all of the problems. Mainly because, like termites, ignorance, or like cockroaches, ignorance is going to thrive regardless. Oh no. I mean, to that extent, I can understand some level of curiosity unnatural, and I mean, it's never. It's a mixed bag, honestly. It's very much so being very similar to the fact that I grew up within the American South as a an Asian American. So, I mean, people were more of curious about me than like actually antagonistic. There were a lot of people that were antagonistic, but I avoided those people. But there's only so many times that you can have someone come up to you and say, um, "Hey, where are you from?" And then I list the neighborhood and all of that stuff. Yep, that's awesome, Unnatural. I'm so glad that I can be sort of an entertainer for people of all walks of life, especially the non cis community. So, whew, now that I've got my cute slits of the heels on. But yeah, a lot of people are like, oh, hey, Trixie, when you're walking around in your heels and you don't have to touch the pole, you can bend down and crouch. You can even go for a little jog in the heels without falling over. Uh, they're always like, how did you learn that? And that, again, was from hauling all of those, hauling a pallet of water that one time, as well as just kind of. So another thing that I did for getting used to heels, same 6-inch heels that I had back then, I actually wore while taking my, at the time, significant other's dog out to walk in muddy grass. So I learned definitely how to redistribute the weight off of the heels and not dig in, because as I'm sure anyone that's walked in heels could tell you, in softer ground, if you even think about leaning back, it's going to end very, very, very poorly for you. Let me actually go ahead and turn that off so we don't end up with the constant beeping of it disconnecting and reconnecting to my yes. So I have a tablet that I use for making, well, trying to make art. Unfortunately, it sometimes ends up betraying me, and I end up where I need to kind of mute things or turn it off altogether because it wants to disconnect and reconnect and just be a real pain. Ooh, I need more ice. So I'm such a dork. I ended up getting a tabletop ice maker, and I'm sure that some of you guys may be familiar with some of the less advanced ones that end up doing like they dip fingers in and they end up making like little bullets. I went primo with it and actually got it where it makes actual cubes of ice. So this is constantly going off. Well, pre-stream it was going off all day just to get me some ice to be able to replenish my Trixie cup with. So I would definitely recommend that over the bullet ice makers. Here I am filling the Trixie cup back up with water. Let's see here. Oh, that's what. So my cousin was asking, instead of how it's going with me. He was asking whether or not I was going to be at Jeff's party. So I think that's what that was all about. Let's see here. But can't I be like crazy Kanye? Can't I be a gay fish? Can't I breathe water with the lungs? Suck it in with my gills? Consume the fish sticks? The rampant insanity is going to be my main reason of not wanting to be like Kanye. I mean, I like to think that my stream is a place that people of all walks of life can come, hang out, and be themselves in, but I would say that clearly there's a lot of undiagnosed issues that Kanye seems to be suffering from that I think definitely should be addressed. Well, strangely enough, reading several articles, a lot of them are not undiagnosed. They're just untreated due to willful non-compliance to his physicians and therapists. So if you need help, go get help. If you're recommended to try a certain treatment, try that certain treatment. If it doesn't work for you, work on alternates. Clearly, Mr. West decided to not go with any of the alternates, also not go with the main treatment either, so that clearly ended up going poorly. But yes, the perceived the perception of him not being mentally well is my main reason for not wanting to be like Kanye. Yes, I had to backpedal rather than throwing out rampant accusations about a public figure that I don't agree with. Mainly because I, again, try to be as understanding as I can be, given the various struggles that I've personally had with all sorts of things. But there we go there. All right. So we are trying to work toward a MoeFlavor cosplay, MoeFlavor outfit change, but no one is under any obligation to, Why am I... Okay, so I'm like the least responsible person ever, but, let's see here. Is going to be, So my cousin Jeff has his birthday, as I said, and let's see here. Um, but but yes, his brother, my other cousin, is the one that was asking if I was going to be at his party. So I am, and I was like, "Dude, do you have any idea what we should get Jeff?" And he was like, "I don't know." And I was like, "The link that his wife sent out for the event." The link that his wife sent out is, not very specific with Jeff-related things. It's just a generic, oh, hey, do you want to get something for a man from Amazon? Not very helpful. But it, I was like, oh, hey, the link wasn't very helpful. And his brother was like, link? I didn't get a link. And I'm like, why am I the responsible one? I'm like the least responsible person in regards to that ever. Then again, I'm also like, for some reason, like the pole mom when it comes to us going to the competitions and stuff like that, where I've like got contingency after contingency of items. Like I lent out a man Mazon shopping. Yes. Man, Ooga, Booga, bye. Aside from me, I'm curious. Can one buy a woman off of Amazon? Because, yes, you can buy me off of Amazon. Well, I mean, you can buy my look. Mostly. Parts of it. I'm actually wearing the new style of shorts that they have from the restaurant that I am representing. And by new style, I actually mean the the shorts that actually had a little bit of a controversy once they revealed them for the waitresses to actually wear. There were quite a few that were like, I'm not wearing those. They show off too much of my buns. And the weird thing is, historically, if you look into the actual dress code policy of the restaurant, so there was always an emphasis for the wait staff to have what's called a smile. So the smile usually entails the buns. So with that, some of the girls would go a little bit further to use the Dragon Ball phrase, they would go even further beyond. So they'd actually make it like super cheeky. And then the management, because of the actual dress code policy, would say, no, you can't actually wear your regulation shorts in that fashion. And then they actually went back on it when they did the remodel. And as you can see, it's a little bit cheekier with these shorts. And the weird thing is, a lot of girls were actually basically upset when they were being given the shorts and told, they weren't told that you have to wear it, but it was strongly urged that they wear it. And yet, a lot of the same wait staff were actually some of the ones that were like, oh, I'm going to take the normal ones and pull them up. So it's a little bit of a weird history thing with the actual restaurant and things like that. Again, I'm super weird where I actually do like my homework and look into the history of the actual establishment, as well as some of the beauty requirements that the restaurant would actually have. So just random things, and I went for as authentic of a look as possible. Again, eBay and Mercari are wonderful places where you can get pretty much anything that you need if it comes to different uniforms. So you'll see, I also even got, so nowadays they actually have a biometric system where they actually use to unlock the registers. Previously, they actually had a card-based system, which I, again, like a dork, was like, oh, I'd like to get that just for a more authentic experience. So did that, and got the little pouches. I think that, again, for like the standard tank top and regular normal shorts, the ones that actually end about here-ish, and don't actually have, so you can do the bit of a smile, but you can't actually do the full-on sort of bikini look. Those are going to be available on Amazon, at least, if not eBay. So on Amazon, it's going to be a little bit less expensive because, you know, a lot of the girls are former waitresses that are getting rid of their outfits on eBay, and they're trying to recoup, you know, some of their losses. Some of them are current waitresses and current wait staff that, you know, think that people buying their uniforms are, like, you know, going to be people that either want to dress up for Halloween, people that want to be a little bit more on the lewd side of things. Me, I'm just doing it, obviously, as you can tell, for entertainment purposes. So I have basically like pretty much one of like every style of outfit that they have. I've got the classic tank, I've got the crop top, as you can see. I've even got the long sleeve version. So slowly over time, bit by bit, I've been getting, like, you know, $20 at a time, a shirt from various wait staff. So one of the problems, being as broad-shouldered as I am, is that I needed to get a medium-sized shirt. Fun thing about the actual sizing of these outfits is that basically you add 2 sizes to roughly what you normally, or to what it says on the label. So small actually would fit more like a medium, or wait, a small would actually fit more in line with a large. A medium fits more in line with an extra large. So with that, because I don't actually have hips, I actually am able to get by with wearing the extra small shorts. Obviously, I need to lose a little bit of weight in the tum, just so I've got a much cleaner profile and fit there. But again, I went down the full rabbit hole of restaurants when I was like, I want to cosplay as this character in this style of a uniform. It was something that I slowly built up, where I actually had the original uniform from a while ago. But then I was like, I want to sort of complete the look and basically embrace the sort of aesthetic. So that's what I kind of did over the past year. There are other outfits that I do have, a lot from MoeFlavor, a couple of extra cosplays, but even with the year-long suspension from Twitch, I did have quite a few things where I was still working toward content creation, just not really sure about where to go or what to do. Mainly because I spent like that solid 2-month time to really just hammer away at Twitch until I actually got affiliate and met so many wonderful people. So I didn't want to let that be a total waste and a total loss. And what did my cousin say recently? But I'll definitely be there. Yeah. Aw, it's always nice when... So, I don't always post to social media, mainly because it's like, I've got to put on the booba, I've got to put on a bra, I've got to get this, I've got to get that, I've got to put my face on, I've got to do this, I've got to do that. So, it's always nice when just getting people to interact with things, so it's like... Yay, endorphins! So, let's see here. You break down the actual one of the pole moves that I did. So the lifted plank passe is going to be from an inside plant. You're going to want to have, instead of your inside hand being further up the pole, you want your outside hand to be further up the pole. You're going to be in a baseball grip, and you're actually going to lift yourself. You're not going to jump. You can jump if you're starting out in pole, but typically you want to actually lift into this spin. You're going to use your outside leg to create momentum, and when you're up, you're going to then passe that inside leg. Passe just means lift and bend the knee. Ballet, dancer terms, and all of that. So it's going to... The pole will either go between the booba or underneath in sort of a... again, I usually use the phrase seat belt a lot. But you'll see that in that pose, there are multiple places that you can put your chest in relation to the pole, depending on comfort. Like those that are more well endowed are probably going to want to go underneath. Those who are not as well endowed can kind of get by with going in between. Others will just smoosh their booba and not care. Mainly me, because, well, I don't feel anything. However, inside plant, make sure that that outside hand is further up and lift into the actual pose. So inside. And as you saw, I did kick the background a little bit. Ruined the illusion. But let's go ahead and see that from the other side. Again, I'm not going to call the left side my bad side anymore. It's going to just be the other side. So there's my normal side and then the other side. So inside plant, lift up. And as you saw, you can passe the planted push-off leg. You can also passe the outside leg, depending on what you're used to. Again, because I'm used to passeing that inside leg, the right leg, I ended up passeing it on the left side as well. You can do that. It's more of just a stylistic choice, really. But that's how it would look if you were to passe the left foot. Whew. Let's actually change things up a little bit. And I'm going to change up the background as well. Whoops. I didn't have it actually set up where it would take the restaurant away. So I tried things out in Just Chatting just for a change of pace to see if any folks trickle in from there. But it looks like they didn't feel like giving me any love. So we are returning to the pools. Speaking of returning to different locales and places, ooh. So that was the lifted plank passe. The other move that I did was a reverse lifted hood ornament. This move is going to be where you have an outside plant, and very similar to the back hook, you're going to be turning and looking behind you. However, instead of going to hook with the back, oh, my moves aren't showing on stream. Uh-oh. Oh no. You guys may need to refresh. I did change the category that I was in, so that might affect the quote unquote. That might affect the stream itself. Actually, let me watch myself real quick. Okay, so I'm actually seeing myself on stream, so Jen, you may need to refresh the actual browser that you're in, or Twitch if you're watching on the app. So sorry about that, guys. I thought that I'd be a little bit cute and cheeky and change the sort of game that we're playing by going back into the pool section, because again, okay, cool. So yeah, with that, I went into just chatting because I was like, oh hey, I'm wearing a lot more than I normally am, so no need to actually go to the pools, but just wanted to, since I'm a little bit more visible in pools, I don't know, mainly because not everyone's going to be like, oh, let's go see this person that's just chatting with like a handful of people watching her. So I live in the pool section. I'm one of those types of streamers. But again, the lifted reverse hood ornament, you're going to hook that leg as though you're in that back hook. However, you're going to actually lift that outside leg behind, or what becomes your outside leg behind, and then cross the ankle behind the pole to go into your hood ornament pose. So this is what that's going to look like. Because I typically hood ornament on my right leg, I'm going to actually go from the left for starting. But again, that is an outside plant, so the outside foot, lift into your hood ornament. And if I had more leg grip, I'd be able to actually stick to the pole, get into a full hood ornament position. So this is the hood ornament. It's one of the poses that you'll actually see on pole. Some of the things that you can take that from. So the hood ornament can then be taken into an invert. You can also take it to a ballerina. You can take it to a waterfall. Again, if I had more leg stick, I'd be able to actually grip onto the pole with that leg to be able to sort of show that off a little bit better. So let's go ahead and see that on the other side. So reverse lifted hood ornament with my non-habitual leg. It's definitely going to look a little bit odd, but outside plant, flipped up, almost destroy everything. Because my mic pack decided to flip off of my stuff. Sorry about that, if there was any loud clicks. That was just me putting my mic back on. There we go. So with the reverse lifted hood ornament, very similar to the back hook, when you're actually getting into the pose, you're going to want to get into a strong arm grip, which means when you're actually going into this pose, very similar to that lifted plank passe, you're going to want to grip with the outside hand above the inside hand before you go into the actual pose. So, or wait, no. You'll actually hug in with that. Yes, sorry. Brain totally went haywire there for a second. So, the end goal is to have your outside hand above your inside hand, but when first getting into that, you're actually going to have your half bracket as though you're actually doing a normal roundabout spin or some other spin there very similar to that. So, that being said, you're going to go with the normal seat belt and safety belt, but you're going to reposition that hand, lift it up slightly into what's called a strong arm grip or strong arm hold. So anytime that you're inverting, anytime that you're working on the fan kicks, you'll be able to get into what's called the strong arm pose or strong arm hold. You'll actually grip in with the inside of your arm. You'll grip up, baseball grip with that outside hand above the inside. And like I said, you can do either a fan kick from it, or as you saw, you can go into your hood ornament from it. You can also go into a back hook. You can go into an invert. So again, with that strong arm hold, there are a lot of different places that you can go, but to get into that strong arm, because you're turning around the pole to face backwards essentially and move with your butt, you're going to end up going that way. So, with the habitual leg for that reverse lifted hood ornament, going to have a bracket, step outside, regrip into that strong arm, and lift that outside leg behind the pole. So without me talking, I'll go ahead and show that off so it doesn't end up as kind of low to the ground as it was just then. Let me re-wipe the pole. There we go. So, normal grip. One of the things you can do is also catch that inside when you glance out. There we go. And I like doing the heel clackies. So, heel clacks are basically you're hitting with the toe box. So, for anyone new to the stream, toe box, claw, or heel. So the clacks are going to be coming from the toe box. You can either hit with them just straight onto the ground. You can land and slam them down to save your knees from dying, or you can clack them together. So what a clack together would look like, obviously, is going to be sort of in where they come together. So 3 clacks there, clack together at the front, clack together at the back, clack down when landing. Obviously that can be a little bit harder core if you're listening to more of a rockin' tune or more of a dramatic tune, or if you wanted to just be aggressively sensual in your emotions. So what that would look like with a little bit more oomph and pizzazz to it is this. There we go. So a lot of people will wear knee pads, mainly because landing like that in the kip, unless you actually really slam those heels down or the toe box down, you're going to potentially end up with your kneecaps shooting out of your body, ending up halfway across the stage when you're actually doing that particular move. So for anyone that is new to the stream, welcome, welcome. I am Pole Trixie, certified pole instructor, amateur cosplayer, and lifelong gamer. Welcome, pole cats, and let me rehydrate. had a little bit of a hiccup while shifting over to the pool section. Just because I know that I seem to get more viewership here in the pool. And if anyone's not able to see me that came with the original, such as Mr. Archmagus Faust or Neribu, go ahead and refresh, or Unnatural. So, because my cousin is Jeff, and the introduction to Jeff's character in Resident Evil 3 Remake is, hey, fuckface, we were all tasked to do a sort of birthday message for him and say hello. I actually censored myself. I was like, hey, F-face, rather than the actual uncensored line, just because, you know, he's got a baby. He's got a daughter, and a wife, and I don't really think that in front of all of the people we would want to just have me randomly shouting to the masses, hey, fuckface. Here. Oh, one of the fun things to do with heels is, because you can actually grab the claw, you can do a lot of moves that you grab your foot with as well, but you can grab the claw for a little bit easier access. So that wilted flower can then be a little bit easier to attain if you're not as flexible. So again, for the wilted flower, you want the inside foot kind of close to the pole. Yeah. And another thing that you can do with the toe boxes is sort of a drag up from the ground. Be able to pop those hips out and get back up the pole. Whew. Oh dear. I may actually need to take a quick little break. Mainly because I just remembered, so if anyone knows sort of the meme of Duo from Duolingo hunting people down and beating them up, I forgot to do my Duolingo today. So I'm going to see if I can do a quick Duolingo, just so I don't So with my Duolingo, because I've been doing it for over a year, been studying Japanese for several years now. Have I gotten any good at it? No. Atashi no Nihon ni yes. My Japanese is bad. Actually, Atashi wa Nihongo wa totemo yokunai desu. My Japanese is very bad. Let me actually do just a quick one, Just a quick 5-point exercise just to get it. Kyonen. Next week. And this is my shoe. Every week. So, Gogatsu. Today is May 1st. Next year, Kyonen. Or Rainan, sorry. No hi desu. Today is a rainy day. Hyou wa mai no nen desu. Or wait, no. Today's a rainy year. God. Night ski every month. I will take a break today. We are every year 2,921 hours sleep. Okay. Every year we sleep 2920 hours. It took 2 weeks. Thank you so much for the follow, Falcon. welcome to the full stream. Deshita. So, in the past, Kyonen wa ii nen deshita. Last year was a good year. Kaban? Yasumi? Hana? Kyonen? Tanjobi. Birthday! Tanjobi! Something Tanjobi desu. Happy birthday! Kind of. Tanjobi omedetou. I believe? Maybe? Happy birthday? But yes, welcome to the stream. I am Pole Trixie, certified pole instructor, so you'll see me instructing you on how to do moves on the pole. Amateur cosplayer, so you'll see some variation of cosplay every time that I stream. I don't think I have a real face anymore. And also, lifelong gamer. So you may see me play games, but I'm a bit of a variety streamer. I mean, technically I could hang out in health and fitness, but I mean, a lot of the outfits that I need to wear so I can grip the pole with my gut and my butt needs to be a little bit more on the scandalous side, so I hang out in the pools for more of a contextual safety. And let's see here. Watery nen deshita, so past tense. Year before last, okay. What year is this year? Yoru. Chizu. Tanjobi. Coffee. Oh, sorry about that. I'm kind of muttering to myself because I'm studying Japanese just so I don't lose my 902-day streak. Omedetou. Tanjobi. Whoops. Tanjobi. Oh, Tanjobi. Omedetou. Omedetou. Tomorrow, so Shito. Wa. Whoops. 10 12月 20 the yes. There we go. And oh, Anchoby. There we go. Sorry about that. I get a little bit muttery when I'm doing something. I had forgotten to actually do my, let's see here. So one of the fun things about the family is that Jeff's down south currently, and his brother and his sister live roughly in the same area that I do. My parents are about an hour north of the three of us. I'm about 20 minutes away from his brother, 5 minutes away from his sister. So it's like, oh, could we all probably carpool? Yes. Do I really feel like it? Not really. I mean, it's a 4-hour trip to see Jeff where he's currently at, so probably not going to do that. Any doodle. Sorry so much for ignoring you guys in chat. Jen, sorry about being a little bit low and a little bit quiet. Again, I was murmuring to myself while I was doing my daily Duolingo stuff. And also chatting with my... I never chat with family on. Like, ever. Okay, so real quick spin, because I've been doing the reverse spins a lot. Just going to go ahead and do a reverse, well, not a reverse, just a normal back hook, but as you'll see, I'm getting into the same pose that I was in for a lot of the other spins, the reverse lifted hood ornament, as well as the some of the other spins that I've done. Any doodle. Back hook. There we go. Again, one of the more basic spins that you'll see. And let's go ahead and see it from the other side. So, outside plant. Technical difficulties to be had by all. My hair is deciding to eat my headphones and my microphone, and then my heels decided, no, Trixie, you don't need to have your microphone on. So they were like, let's pull the microphone off of your body. Whew. And for some reason, because of, oh, that would be why it felt like I had a huge knot on the top of my foot. My socks decided to bunch way up right there on my toes. Why are we listening to this easy listening stuff? Let's go ahead and change the genres. Oh my god. There's something called Happy Birthday A-hole. And suddenly I'm out of hand grip. Oh, a kick spin? Let me... What kind of a kick spin did you learn? So there's... Spin it from the floor, which is kind of a kick kind of spin. So, spin it from the floor would be neither do forearm push away and kind of kick it. You can do a fan kick into a seat. You can spin. Let me look into that real quick, Natty. Kick spin. Kick spin. Kick spin. I'm not seeing too much that would actually qualify as a kick spin. You can do what we call a rodeo spin. So this is going to be all arm for me because, again, I don't have anything to grip with on my legs because it was a choice. But the rodeo spin is going to be from a skater pose. Sorry, took me a moment. Sort of a pre-climb conditioning exercise. Where you kind of kick the leg around in that spin. You can do it that way. You can also do a kick into a Jamila or apprentice, depending on what you want to call it. So that would look like this. So you can do an outside plant. And again, pardon the poor form because of the lack of grip for the actual spin. the apprentice pose would look like this. Now the spin would be spinning into it. So you can kind of kick into that. You can... I'm trying to think of what you could have learned. How would you describe that, Maddie? So, flying showgirl, floater, so those are going to be the variations of, oh, interesting. Flying showgirl is going to be a variation on the carousel with a half bracket. So carousel was the spin that I had attempted earlier with the split grip. Now, the variation that I just saw was called a floating showgirl. So very similar, but the hand placement is going to be slightly different. It's going to go into a half bracket or maybe a forearm push. Nope, half bracket. So interesting choice. Kick spin. There's the Hollywood spin, then there's the Rockstar spin. Similar variations. So Hollywood is going to be a variation of the Martini spin, but instead of the inside leg lifting up to touch the pole, it's going to be out to the side. It's going to be more of the Hollywood. Now, Rockstar spin is going to be very, very, very similar, but with the inside leg lifted up as high as you can go. The spin itself is going to be something that the more flexible would want to try. Well, more flexible than me, at least. So, Rockstar. Usually you want to actually try to touch your wrist with your ankle for that one. I'm trying to think of what you could have learned. There's a leap spin that can be very similar. Normally I do this one-handed, but right now my grip is a little bit weird. So this is what the leap spin looks like. It's going to be from an outside plant. So maybe that. There's the half bracket prance, which is kind of kicky. Aww. Ah, Captain Hook. Ornament from a climb, basic invert, swan pose. Swan. Hmm. Captain Hook, right. So the Captain Hook is, well, wish I had more leg grip for it, but normally I would grip with the outside leg and then, or the inside leg and then the outside leg crosses over. At least that's what we call that particular spin. Natty, you're killing me. What was the spin that you learned? What did it look like? I'm going through all the different spins. Corkscrew. Now we're getting into the more advanced spins. So corkscrew spin. Outside plant. Yep. Okay. So this one, you actually look like you're kind of trying to choke yourself a little bit. So definitely something that the people that are a little bit more bottomy or masochistic would want to try. So you end up twisted around the pole, kind of like a corkscrew. It's kind of a kicky spin. There is what do we call that one? Juliet. We call this one the Juliet spin. Hello, Kremlocks. Welcome, welcome. Oh, and stroking on Twitch. That's lewd. Oh my. Juliet spin is inside plant or outside plant. Trying to think of all. So, chat. Welcome, welcome. I'm Pole Trixie, certified pole instructor, amateur cosplayer, and lifelong gamer. One of my chatters recently learned something called a kick spin, and they'd mentioned it, and I'm like going through my list of all the different spins that it could be. I'm like, what is this spin? So I've been going through pretty much a full listing of all of the spins that I know, at least, that I can get into. So yes, as a certified pole instructor, you'll see me go through a lot of the moves. I would definitely not recommend trying them outside of a studio setting, mainly because I can't spot you. Let me change this song, because I'm okay with it, but I don't know if the Twitch gods would be okay with me saying that to all of you. So welcome, welcome, Kremlocks. Let me go ahead and do a quick spin for you, and also for the wonderful follow from Stroking It on Twitch. Let me do a different spin. So for you, Kremlocks, get the front hook. And for the wonderful follow from Stroking It on Twitch, going to do a tuck and roll, or hook and roll. Is that? And there we go for spins. Welcome to the madness. Welcome, welcome, polecats. And just so I'm regulation, putting my quote-unquote name tag back on. The closest one that I could find for Marin, because I am cosplaying as Marin Kitagawa from My Dress Up Darling. And just a quick little combo. Woo! Ooh. Yeah, those are the more advanced ones. Think of some quick poses or spins. And welcome back from the ad break, guys. Sorry about that. The auto ad run is set up and it has a mind of its own. So I've got that set up where it'll just trigger and kick things off. So if you don't want to see ads, please consider subscribing, getting Twitch Ultra Mega Super Primo Double Deluxe. I have no idea what the actual name is. I am just a dumb cosplaying girl after all. Or using an ad blocker or some other variation thereof to prevent yourself from having to see the ads. I am on the lookout for getting a couple new emotes, so I do have 3 right now. I'm going to commission maybe 2, make one of my own, and have a friend commissioned as well for the 4th one, because if you do have 4 extra slots for those. We have, I think, 4 for animated emotes, so thinking of some cool things for that. Not going to do the 2-parters because, as someone says in their streams, 2-parters seem to be for people that can't think of additional things to go in the slots, so nothing too clever from the people that are like, oh, let me make an emote. Oh, I'm going to do something that's half and half, and then put it together. I can understand their sentiment there. I can also understand the fun way of like one of the Discord emotes that I know is cute girl's face, then her body, then her bum. So I'm not an official waitress. I did get this uniform off of Mercari, bit by bit. So if anyone wants to donate any bits towards the goal that we currently have for me changing into a different outfit, you don't have to, but we do have a cute cow print outfit by MoeFlavor. That is an option for something that I'll put on. So if you're not familiar with the poll, you will soon be if you continue watching the stream. I know, right? Like, a lot of people are like, oh, why do you like going to that restaurant? And I'm like, guys, have you actually tried, like, some of the sauces? Or have you tried, like, some of the actual chicken? I really like the way that they do their breaded chicken wings. Their chicken tenders, or boneless wings, are kind of hit or miss for me, but I definitely think that, well, obviously there are going to be other locations and other places that have better food and so on and so forth. It's like going to a local pizza joint versus going to a Domino's or a Papa John's. Everyone's going to have their own opinion of the more commercialized ones. No worries, Jen. Good night. Have yourself a lovely, lovely day. I'll try to get on again sometime tomorrow. I do actually have some classes signed up for at the Pole Studio, so I will be there in the evening. But we may do another DGen hour stream tomorrow night, or we may do one during the afternoon. I still haven't figured out what my regular schedule should be. I don't know when the best time for people to show up is, but I do know that being regular and being consistent is going to be a lot more beneficial. But Jen, you have yourself a lovely, lovely, lovely day. Sorry, that was a shit fireman. And here's your check. Now, how crazy would that be, Kremlox, if your waitress did a saucy little dance, came up to you, and then gave you your checkbook that way and said, hey, here's your check. Let me think here. Trying to think of different moves that I can do in my current attire, because again, the reason why I hang out in the pool section, if you're not aware, is because I need to have more body grip to be able to stick to the pole so I can actually do some of the moves and poses so I'm not sliding and slipping all over the place. So you'll probably see me wearing very scandalous outfits when it comes to actually doing moves on the pole. I am a level 3 to 4. I can do some of the level 4 moves, do most of the level 3 moves, but a lot of the things that I do are strength-based. Obviously. So you'll see me do all sorts of crazy tricks that are more of involving a little bit more upper body rather than flexibility, but I am certified to instruct in pole, so you'll see me do breakdowns of the different moves. Whew. Hold on. And I think me dropping that octave for my voice ended up scaring some people away, so sorry about that. Not sorry. Oh, thank you so much for the follow. Mark Doob? Mark Dobb? That was one of the more advanced moves. Whew. And thank you for the follow, FCK Davey, or Dave. Welcome, welcome to the stream, people. Welcome, Polecats. For a full listing of, well, not a full listing actually, I have more cosplays now, but for a rough listing of the cosplays that I have, you can feel free to check out my profile page. Have a wonderful mod team, currently self-modding right now, so if anyone does anything uncouth, I'll be aware of it and I will throw the ban heal at you. We don't have a ban hammer here, we have a ban heal. So that means if you are a naughty little monkey, I'm going to take this heal and I'm going to chuck it at you. Not really. We have a an emote of me with a heal. Trying to think of different moves. Did the hook and roll. Did a more advanced move just because I could, because it doesn't involve all that much grip from my legs. Oh. So fun way of climbing. Normally you'll climb with your leg and or your legs and your arms. But if you are like me and you currently don't have the ability to use your legs, you can do what is called a castaway climb. So the castaway is where you basically pick your body and cast it away from the pole. So you can actually use that and momentum and physics to lift yourself up the pole, basically just using your arms. So that's going to look like. I don't have a full regulation 12-foot pole. I only got like 8-ish feet, but I'll do as many castaway climbs as I can. So as you saw, I kind of caught myself with my legs at the end, but that is what the castaway climb would look like. Obviously, if I had more space, I'd be able to show more. Nog, well, welcome to the stream. Welcome, welcome. Everyone, this is the wonderful Lord of the Dragons, Mr. Nogluck himself. He is a wonderful streamer. We haven't seen him in a while because of various life things coming up, but he is the other half of one of my wonderful mod team, Miss Spitzies, Spitfire 0088. Again, she's one of our moderators here. Nog is a wonderful streamer. Yes, it is good to be back. So let me think of an appropriate... I can't actually do the dragon's tail because, well, I'd slide down. But know that I would do the dragon tail pose to say hello to the dragon. Let me think of an appropriate shout out spin to give you, Mr. Nog. So when I first came into streaming, Noglik was one of the wonderful people that welcomed me in, and we formed a bit of a fun community with various small streamers and... Okay, I am going to do... Now, I can't do the Tarzan spin because I need to be able to not kick everything and die. You are going to get... How about you get a forearm stand? Move this away, just so I don't end up kicking it. Actually, which angle is the best? Nog, thank you so much for being a wonderful dragon. So there we go for you. So, how would you like your deep-fried pickles from Hooters? Since I know how much you love pickles. Oh, that was not a flexi move at all. That was mostly just balance. And even then, because I was on my forearms, not much of that either. So you can also do other variations of those pole-assisted handstands or forearm stands. You can do standard handstand. Whoop. Obviously, it's been a hot minute since I've done those. Hold on. Whoop. Not happening tonight. It does feel good to be back. Whew. Getting back into the swing of things. I'm currently on vacation from my other job, so I'm like, hey, let me burn the midnight oil another way. Mainly because I didn't have any classes booked for today to actually go to the studio to do. Mainly because I waited too long to actually do that. Bit of a bum that way. has been a while. So during the Black Friday, Thanksgiving season, I worked 10 days in a row. No, wait. How many days would that be? Yes, 10 days in a row, when normally it's a 4-day on, 3-day off, so 11 days. Basically, I worked non-stop for like a week or two, and I was like, I've earned my vacation. So it's my cousin Jeff's birthday this weekend, so it was time for me to say, you know what, no. I'm going to take this time, I'm going to enjoy it off. Oh, 12 hours. Yeah, we're on like an 11-hour with a lunch schedule right now. So that's what that looks like for me. I mean, I can understand the appeal of that. Get it all done and over with, and then the having those 4 days off had to be amazing. But whew, I'm definitely showing my age with the work, mainly the overnight stuff, is just absolutely terrible, terrible, terrible. Yep. I mean, I'm always off on the same days, so if I were less of a bum, I'd be able to actually plan for those 3 days off. Yeah, those overnights, whew. But a lot of it's really just the clientele that I deal with, because I'm dealing with end users, and I'm sure that, you know, in tech, if you deal with end users, especially like late at night when basically you're the only person that's able to assist anyone with anything, it's it's taxing. Your girl's dying. Your girl's dying, Nog. She's dying. She did. She did. But yeah, I ended up racking up a lot of overtime over my extended break. Managed to pay off a couple of debts, and now I'm just waiting on tax time so I can actually spend a little bit on myself now. Maybe end up getting like a stream deck or something so I can make things a little bit smoother with the transitions, and boop, boop, play some sounds, boop, show off me doing a fan kick, boop, yes. Blessed be Taxmas. Little fan kick for you guys. Same here. So our fiscal year doesn't end until the end of January, but because of tax filing and whatnot, we had to wait for this most recent check to finish getting cleared for it to count for generating those W-2s. So I'll probably be seeing mine in a week or two, mainly because of, again, the way that they had to wrap things up with that. Oh, nice! GDQ is always such a really, really, really great event. I'm so glad that they've got such an amazing community. Your favorite time of year, Nog, but is it your favorite? Is it the favorite time of year for your checkbook? Because I know that I actually started watching them, like not watching them, but watching the speedrunners a while back. I do catch the actual show, the main events, every so often, but a lot of times I just kind of watch the recaps and stuff, as well as the individual runners. One of the people that I actually follow and enjoy their stream is Ecdysis. He does a lot of horror speedrunning, and absolutely love his content because, well, I've met so many great people through him, and he's like huge. But like Strawberry Princess, one of our lovely viewers here, is someone that I met through him, I believe. I think I also met like a handful of other people just sort of peripherally through watching his streams and hanging out and chatting with people. Yeah. So that's that. And sorry for the sudden crashing and stuff there. That was me throwing ice in my ice machine. Mainly because it's time to break up some ice, add it to the Trixie cup, and refill because I am a thirsty girl. I think we're actually getting to about the point where an ad will play. If you don't want to see the ad, please consider subscribing, getting Twitch Super Mega Death Christ 2.0 beta, or using like ad blockers or something like that. It is your choice. It is wholly up to you if you wish to support me. You are under absolutely no obligation. Right now, because of the post-holidays, I know that times are tough, so if you can't assist yourself, don't assist me. I'm doing fine on my own. As much as I complain about money, my bills are pretty good, so... Whew. It's just that darn credit debt. Anyone just trickling in, I am Pole Trixie, certified pole instructor, amateur cosplayer, and lifelong gamer. Right now, taking a quick break from the pole to be able to refill my Trixie cup. Mainly because the ice machine kicked back on, so I wanted to use some of the ice so it can drop more in. Again, I am such a dweeb when it comes to ice. I wanted to get a fancy schmancy ice maker rather than the ones that do just the normal the bullet ice that have like the little prongs and the fork dips in and just makes bad ice. Whew. Wow. How long have I been at this? I've been at this 3 hours today. Woo! It has been a while since I have been on that streamer grind. May actually call it for the evening. Again, just because the ads are about to come up, and just want to make sure that we are able to not burn the creator out. Let me see who we have. It's currently on. Ooh. So, a wonderful, wonderful person and individual who does D&D related things is Miss Ghoulie Ghoul. Wonderful, wonderful streamer and content creator. I'm sure you guys will love her content. If you don't have the ability to stay, no need to. It's always just lovely hanging out with you guys. We're going to raid her though, so let me go ahead and get a let's see here, raid message pulled up. All right, hello. Oh no, our table, it's broken. For anyone that is coming with me, here is a friendly message that we can drop in. And we're going to raid Miss Ghoulie. And it is her birthday, so let's go ahead and wish her a happy birthday as well. So we are going to raid. All right, lovely streamers, thank you so much, Polecats. We're going to go and raid the birthday girl.
Paul Trixie! The juice. I don't know which camera it's on. Hi! Hello, gorgeous! How is your stream? Oh my gosh, look at this. I'm gonna show everybody. Oh, look, that's the button I should have pressed. Anyways, hi, how was your stream? Welcome in, Raiders. I am Ghoulie. It's my birthday, and we're smoking weed and hanging out. Friends in here, please follow Pole Trixie. They make some really awesome content. Let me shout them out. Oh my goodness. I was about to show off. We're gonna do Trek Sunday in like 2 Sundays, I think. So I wanted to share with everybody the game we're gonna play. So normally we play, Normally I'll play Star Trek Ascendancy, but instead I want to share with you guys this Star Trek game that I got Doom a while ago. It's a VHS and a board, and yeah, let me play the preview. So basically, this is not the preview. I think this is the actual thing, but that's okay. We'll watch.
3 days ago, the Enterprise docked at Starbase 7-4 to undergo repairs to a damaged computer core that has been causing erratic performance in low-level computer functions.
Okay, so hang on, you'll see.
The ship is practically empty, except for a few crew members assigned to direct the Starbase repair teams. Captain Picard granted shore leave to all personnel.
Haha.
Although I am not on board the ship, I am monitoring the repair team's progress from the Starbase. The deadline for completing repairs to the Enterprise is past, and the need to get underway is mounting. However, the starship will remain virtually empty until all work is completed.
I just gotta watch it. Hang on, you'll see. You'll see.
The repair team estimates that the computer system will be online in 2 days, and I have scheduled the rest of the crew to return to the ship at that time. While the delays have been frustrating, no further problems are anticipated.
It's so good. I found it like brand new for like a third of the price on eBay. So basically a Klingon comes onto the ship and tries to take it, and you have to either stop him and abide by his rules.
Computer, lay in a course for Kronos. Warp 9. Execute! So, there are Enterprise crew members on board.
That's us, we're the members.
Not matter. I control life support, navigation, and weapon systems on this ship.
Dun dun dun.
Your